Quarter 1998, July to September, presidential election. 1st October 1998, swearing in of new elected president and final disengagement. Fellow Nigerians, this administration has demonstrated a will to make the hard decisions. Only those detractors who deliberately persist in a blinkered view of us and our efforts fail to take account of all that we have achieved in short a time. I sincerely appeal to the international community for support in our endeavors. This administration does not shy away from well-meaning advice on political, economic, and financial matters. We are prepared to listen, but if having listened, we make our decisions, we expect our true friends to concede that right to us. Our country is fertile for trade and investment. We have not despaired that some of our traditional friends who have not always given us their support will yet bring themselves to admit that they may have been wrong after all. I can only refer them to favorable comments and assessment which international financial institutions and our creditors are freely giving out to the world.
Influence.
So watching this second interview about Abacha, gave me another prospect to think about, because this guy is not just like the monster that everybody portray him to be. He's not just that, monster that everybody portray him to be in Nigerian history. He's very eloquent, intelligent, well outspoken, and he really knows the rudiment of governance properly. Although one might say he was very firm and fierce in his form of leadership, because I think that form of leadership is what Nigeria needs right now. Nigeria doesn't actually need a compromised citizen who will be coming to beg for votes and all that, and if eventually they get into position, they don't know their right from their left. They don't know when to speak. They don't know when to go into action. They don't know when to hold their integrity. They just don't know anything. To an extent, I believe, say, this kind method of governance now Nigeria need. You know why? Because we're not going to get misappropriation of funds anyhow. We're not going to get greed from the political appointed or elected persons, or greed from the military or paramilitary personnel in general, be it police, army, navy. We're not going to get all those things. Everything will be accounted for. There will be accountability in every sector of government. So now, listening to this interview is giving me like another recess on his style of leadership. Although we know in the army, and army man, they are strong, they very strong-willed. The way they say they handle matter go different from the way we civilians go handle matter, you get. But regardless of how he's handling it, is he actually doing the right thing? This is the question. So I'm going to leave this now for the people in the comment section. Did you think during Abacha's regime, despite of the way he was trying to, govern the country, did you think he did the necessary things that is required for him to do as a president or as a head of state or military dictator at that time in his regime leading Nigeria? Do you think he did the right thing? Please drop in the comment section. I'll be there to see your comments, and also contradicting facts and any options or opinions that we can debate on. I'll be there, because I didn't actually really have that experience during the time of Abacha, because I was quite young. So, as a child now, go really know. But we passing through those experiences without knowing and looking back to the history that is being written off from government, because I wouldn't say the government is encouraging for young Nigerians to start studying the history. No, it is not. Despite in most university courses they're actually infusing these borrowed courses from politics and history and all that. I think history should be properly taught to young Nigerians so we can know where we're coming from, know where we are and what to expect from our leaders, in the nearest future for we to move to where we want to be. So I'll be, waiting for those old historians, people who experienced this time, the time of Abacha, to actually drop their 1 cent about this issue. All right, let's move to the next interview.